Welcome to my channel. This is the beautiful game with Oscar. Football is my therapy. This is a platform where the football community meets for upcoming games, for transfers, tactics, definitely banter, and for some robust engagements. Well, the much anticipated encounter between Mamelodi Sundowns and Kaizer Chiefs ends with Mamelodi Sundowns progressing to the finals of the Wafa Wafa MTN8 competition, defeating Kaizer Chiefs with a scoreline of 2-1 with an aggregate of 3-2. It was definitely not a walk in the park for Kabuyelo. Kaizer Chiefs came prepared. It was a tough encounter, a typical CAF Champions League match. It was an exciting match for a neutral, nerve-wracking for Mamelodi Sundowns and Kaizer Chiefs supporters. Well, welcome to Oscar Football, and on this particular episode, we are going through the five things we learned on this game. Well, let's get to it. Numero uno, number one, VAR. VAR. What must PSL teams do for SAFA to acknowledge that there is definitely a need of VAR to assist our poor officials? We need the VAR. Every big match we have in South Africa, without fail, there's always going to be drama. There's always going to be some poor officiating. And the encounter between Chiefs and Pirates was no different. There was a shout for a penalty, and I honestly think that it was a penalty with Maseko kicking. I think it was Umtantana. But we'll have to wait and see what the experts say about this one on Monday. Soccer Zone and Mr. Ngobo. But I've watched the clip over and over again. It's a clear penalty, and but this can be solved by just introducing VAR. What is the issue, Dr. Jordan? Is it finance? Is it companies that can sponsor the technology behind VAR? Please say something, respond to the call or the outcry of fans who are week in and week out crying, crying with some poor officiating from our referees. So that was the first point on the five things we learned on this game. Let's go to number two, those. Mulifenseki comes into this game with his normal 4-3-3 formation. But the difference with this 4-4-3 is that he's got a flat back four. None of his full backs move forward. Shanti doesn't bomb up and down on the left flank. Neither does Frosler offer assistance in going up front. Uh, Normally, the modern day 4-3-3 formation, you will get one of the flanks from fullbacks to move up, and then you'll have Msimamo, Ditlokwe. Let's say Frosler is moved up front, and then you'll have Shanti, Msimamo, and Ditlokwe left behind, with probably one of the three-man midfield covering the three defenders that are left behind. But with Kaizer Chiefs, it does not happen. It's a flat four, meaning that the midfielders are overloaded with a whole lot of work, because on the side of Mamelodi Sundowns, They are a ball position based team, meaning that most, I mean, all of their players are ball playing. They have defenders who also add numbers into the midfield. So the three-man midfield of Kaizer Chiefs will be overwhelmed. Now this um, means that a Kaizer Chiefs team with that type of playing system will heavily rely playing on transition and playing on a counter, which is now the second point. Ashley Dupree. Ashley Dupree had a brilliant game, had a good game. He could have easily bagged a hat trick yesterday. One of the chances was saved by Williams, and the other one was a one-on-one with a ball that was lost by Zwane. I'm not sure if it was Matlo who gave the true pass to Dupree because he's quick and he had a one-on-one with Williams and had a poor finish. And there's just something painfully wrong with one-on-ones in the PSL. A player will score a very difficult goal, and but a one-on-one situation in South Africa, on average, you get a player that will not finish. Um, I mean, say 7 out of 10 chances they will be missed with one-on-one encounters. So Ashley Dupree had a brilliant game, but his job is to score goals. So if he is missing sitters and is missing one-on-ones, he will continue giving headaches and heartaches to Kaizer Chiefs followers. But overall, Ashley Dupree, salute. You had a good game, but work on your finishing, Buta. Work on your finishing, Buta, because once you work on your finishing, if this team is playing on transition and is playing on a counter, you are most likely to be the one at the end of those long balls from your defenders and midfielders because you are the quickest at Naturena. So if you work on your finishing, you're most probably guaranteed to have a goal in every match if you work on your finishing. Now, the third point, Dresh, Rian Hanamup, Dion Hoto, Peter Shalulil. What is common about these three names? They are all Namibians. Someone from Namibia, please tell me, what are you eating in Windhoek? What are you eating in Namibia? These must be one of, I mean, Hanamu plays for Mazulu, Hoto plays for, for Orlando Pirates. These are the fittest players. The fittest players. Peter Shalulile, the guy will run for 90 minutes. Even when the guy is substituted, he is one of the few players I've witnessed that when he is substituted, is the only player who will run from wherever, whether Sundowns is leading or whatever. But he uzovela gijime nje makaphuma, and uyabona nje ukuthi the guy has got a V8 engine. He will run up and down forever. Peter Shalulile can be trusted. Had a poor game on Wednesday against Orlando Pirates, but he redeemed himself in this second leg of MTN8 against Kaizer Chiefs. That first goal, the first 10 seconds, the guy just sprinted. And this is what Shalule will do in every game he plays. Once the opposition team start the game, Shalulile will sprint to press, and the pressing paid off yesterday. It yielded a great fruit because even that finish, it was not an easy finish. So credit to Peter Shalulile, and he was at the end of a sweet chip, but a brilliant Brazilian. The Brazilian is really enjoying playing in this league. So a brace from Shalulile, and he had some half chances in the match as well. But the 2 goals were enough to help his team progress to the MTN finals. Number 4, Quadro Masandawana. we need to have an honest conversation about Thapelo Masego. The one positive, from today's game was when he Kaizer Chiefs won a ball and they quickly had a counter, giving the ball to Mobi, their speedy Mobi, Modi, that is, and Masego was chasing, and he had to foul. He had to collect a yellow card for the team by fouling the player. Wise decision by the player, because out of that something could have happened for Kaizer Chiefs. But that's one positive thing about he did yesterday. But other than that, no. I think there's still more coaching to be done on the player. He's got speed. He's got speed for days, but the decision in the final third can be extremely poor. But I trust Rolando Mkwen and the technical team at Clock to work on this boy, to harness the speed, channel the energy in the right way. There was a moment where he just had to lay a pass. I think it was on his right. I think it was a Marcelo Allende. On the far left, it was a Shanulile. In front of him, although marked by defenders, it was a Ribeiro. And he laid in a poor pass. At times he can run like a headless chicken. Too predictable at times. And excuse me, guys, a bit of flu there. But yeah, Thapelo Masego could be better than this. I think you should just sit down and learn from the likes of Leroy Sane, learn from the likes of Speedy Matrapa, Morena, his teammates, because he's got speed. It's just that now he needs to control, be level-headed when he gets to the final third, work on his decision-making, because more goals could have been scored if he had made the right decision at the end. And the last point on this episode, number 5. Well, the advantage with a ball playing team is that if everyone is the ball is comfortable with the ball, it then means that even the defenders will add numbers up front or in the middle. This enables your Sipombule and your Marcelo Allende to push further up, attempt to manipulate small spaces, finding pockets with your Ribeiro, your Mshishi. Ball playing defenders means that your AB is going to add numbers in the middle. Your Krankekan is going to add numbers in the middle, because all of them, they are comfortable. They're going to enable Rivaldo to push up. This also pushes your Temuho Mukwena to go up front and release, enabling him to have those shot at goal outside the box, because everyone is comfortable on the ball. But you with your traditional defenders who are not comfortable on the ball, they just sit back and then heavily rely on the midfield to do the job, and that's the greatest advantage of this Mamelodi Sundowns side. They will overwhelm, they will suffocate opposition teams until opposition teams crack this code or really work on even their teams to be ball players. You look at how they build up from the back. It's a high risk football. You lose the ball, the opposition team can punish you. But even if, let's say, for instance, yesterday I think Rivaldo misplaced the pass, and Modi, instead of giving it to Potana, he attempted a shot from outside the box. But even if you lose it once or twice, but they continue emphasizing on their principle that they need to build from the back. They continue emphasizing that they need to, they are married to their philosophy, their identity, and that is building up from the back. And everyone must be comfortable on the ball. If you're not comfortable on the ball, you will not fit in Mamelodi Sundowns. If you're more comfortable with hoofing the ball up front, then go play for Gavin Hunt. Gavin Hunt doesn't take chances with this building up from the back modern day football thing. He's not there. He said it himself. So yeah. So if teams are coming up against Mamelodi Sundowns, they must be prepared. Their midfielders must be prepared, but they can better be prepared if their defenders are ball players, are comfortable on the ball. Yeah, those were the 5 things we learned on this game. And if you're seeing this face and seeing this content for the first time, please do subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell to see when I upload the next content. You liking the videos helps this content to reach people of like-mindedness, and I really appreciate people who are coming back to watch. Really appreciate the feedback and the comments on the section below. Please do engage. Please do engage. How did you see this game? How did you see the game? And do you feel you were cheated as Amakosi fans? Or besides the penalty shot, do you think that you really deserved to progress to the finals of MTN8? Well, thank you so much once again, folks, and God bless you.